Welcome to the Barrel Room Podcast, your front row seats to the world of whiskey and bourbon. In every episode, we're pouring up something we're talking about, from small batch standouts to big label legends. We sip, review, and break it all down one pour at a time. We'll talk tasting notes, tell stories, give the occasional review on real-life experiences, and every now and then bring in a special guest from the industry to share a pour and a conversation. This podcast is made possible by the generous support of our sponsors. Edward Jones, Chris Bridget, Age, Wisdom, Bold Strategies. Fallen Bud's Craft Experience. Crafted in honor, shared in remembrance. Bowie's Liquor. Pouring paradise one bottle at a time. The Barrel Room Bourbon Plum. Pull up a chair. We're waiting for you on the inside. And Grillo's Chop and Barrel, where fine whiskey meets fine meat. So pull up a chair, have a pour as we dive into this week's episode of the Barrel Room Hotcast. This pour of the Barrel Room is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Chris Ridgick. Just like a well-aged whiskey, a solid financial plan takes time, patience, and the right guidance. Whether you're investing for the future or planning your next big barrel pick, Chris is here to help you build a strategy that fits your goals and your lifestyle. So let's raise a glass to smart decisions and visit edwardjones.com/Chris Ridgick to get started. And now, this week's episode of the Barrel Room Podcast, let's welcome our hosts, Kenny Gales and Brian Biskey.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Barrel Room Podcast. I'm here with a special guest today, as you can see. Also, co-host Kenny Gales here. Before we get started with the show, though, we've had the pleasure of Nathan donating a bottle of Burnt Barrel Distillery, their honey cask. And as we've talked about on this show before, this will be the first one of these. We're raffling off this bottle to the top fans. And remember to qualify. All you got to do is like a post, share a post, comment on a post, something along those lines. I want to thank our top 3 fans that were in this little whiskey glass right here. I'll read your guys' name here in just a second. But the winner of this bottle is Paul Gales.
Sweet. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Paul. We'll make sure we get that to you. Also, want to give a shout out to Chris Vincent, who was in there, as well as David Perry. We appreciate all the support, guys. Again, we'll do this again next month. Just keep liking, sharing our post, and you'll be automatically entered into the blind bottle for the month. So, again, Paul, congratulations.
It's easy and it's free. So.
Easy and free, yep. So now I get the honor of introducing our next guest, Nathan Price from Burnt Barrel Brewery and Mead, correct? Did I get that all right?
Brewery, distillery, and mead. Yeah.
Brewery, distillery, and mead.
That's right. So
you got a little bit of everything going on out here.
Yeah. So and we'll get into that too, because I think originally from just talking on prior to the show, you didn't have your DSP and all that prior. So now we can add on distillery on the end of that. And
yes. So we opened 4 years ago. We started off as a meadery, and then a little over 2 years ago, we got our DSP, and then back in November last year, we got our brewery license.
Nice.
Okay.
Just growth. Sounds like that's what I hear is growth.
Yeah. So
complications.
Yeah.
So you say brewery too. So you actually are brewing and getting into beer, or what all does Burnt Barrel do?
Yeah. So we've got the guys from After Hours Brewing moved in with us in November, released the first beer in March.
Okay.
We've got a couple barrel-aged stouts. We always have a blonde on, a wheat on, a couple IPAs on. Brett's really good at brewing sours. He's actually really good at brewing everything, but he was always known for brewing sours when he was at his last location. And then so we have customers coming in demanding sours, so we have sours.
Nice. What was that one beer? It's called the Katie that I used to love back in the day. I can't remember who brewed that.
Was it a sour?
Yeah, it was a sour.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Katie
really,
was
really
second shift, I believe.
Yep, that's what it was.
Second shift was
that
fantastic.
Was awesome. But where's After Hours at?
And they're now in our warehouse.
Okay.
Nice.
They came from they started off at Friendship as a separate brewery, specializing in all of their sour programs, and then they bought a couple buildings down in the city that they decided weren't working out. They wanted to stay in St. Charles area. We all sat down together, had a couple beers, had some lunch, and then we moved them in here. So then we'd apply for our brewer's license to have them operate with us.
Awesome,
That's
sweet,
awesome.
yeah.
So let me ask you this, Nathan. So, you've been here. Business is 4 years old, basically.
4.
So, where did the idea come from? What were you doing before this? How did this all come to be? Was it a passion project, or was it more like, hey, I have a background in this and I want to do my own thing?
Ironically, I homebrewed beer for a while. Directly before this, I worked at Lou Fuse in the service department. Then made a couple batches of mead because of the other woodworking stuff that I was doing. So my clients asked me to make a couple batches of mead.
Mm-hmm.
They were really good. I found this place after I got sent home from work because I was exposed to COVID. And well, I started building the place out while I was sent home.
Found this place, this location here?
This location, yeah.
Because I was wondering prior to when we came here why you chose this location.
Cheap rent.
Cheap rent?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
makes great sense.
Well, it's a good thing he's got highway advertisements. So, I mean, every time we come by in the fire truck, I always see you,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it was literally a perfect storm where the space was available. It was cheap enough that I thought meadery is going to be an uphill battle. I think there were 78 other breweries in Missouri when I was looking at opening the place. I didn't want to be number 79. So we started off as a meadery, which I knew was going to be an uphill battle, which is why we wanted to find a place that was such low overhead. Terrible parking lot, but
you make it work.
We've managed to make it work, and the place looks great.
Yeah.
It was a mess when we got in here, ripped everything out, built it to sort of be our own thing on as low of a budget as we possibly could. And then, I decided that this is what I'm doing now instead of working in a service department.
Sweet.
Pretty cool transformation.
Yeah. I haven't been yelled at in 4 years.
Yeah. Sounds really better.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I got to ask, who does all I'm assuming that's paint, not chalk.
It's wax pens.
Wax pens.
Yeah.
Did you do all that drawing or somebody else? You did. So you got an artist. You got some artists in your background too, clearly. I mean, better than I would draw. That's for God.
The ones that look much better than the ones that look like a child drew them was Kim.
They all look good.
But yeah, like the hands here. One day we had a pretty slow start to the day, and I just started drawing on the walls.
It's actually really cool. It gives a lot of really cool character.
Yeah.
In every firehouse, every patrol car, every ambulance, and every military unit, there's a bond forged in courage, sealed by sacrifice. At Fallen Brothers Crafted Spirits, we raise a glass to the heroes who never made it home. Crafted in honor, shared in remembrance. Each bottle of our handcrafted whiskey tells a story of bravery, of brotherhood, of lives lived in service. And with every pour, you're giving back. Because a portion of every bottle goes directly to organizations supporting the families of fallen first responders right here in our area. To the ones who answered the call, to the ones who still do, and to those we'll never forget, Fallen Brothers, Crafted Spirits. Raise one. Remember them. Available now. Drink with honor. Support with heart.
All right, so we've been here 4 years. Obviously, you talked about you started as a meadery. Talk to us about mead.
I was just getting ready to touch on that.
Because I asked him here, what the hell is mead? As we were driving here.
And a lot of people wondered what mead is too.
The first time I heard about it was actually when Russ was on our show. He had some of yours, something with you, your brand.
Yeah, I guess what did he give you a barrel of some whiskey of his, and you put it in a mead barrel? Is that what it was? Or
no, he brought one of his empty barrels. We aged a blueberry breakfast mead in it.
That's what it was.
Yep, and then we gave it back to him to finish a barrel in. So mead is just like any other alcohol. It starts off as a fermentable sugar. The fermentable sugar with mead, though, has to be 51% honey. So it can be the other 49% could be juice, could be berries, could be just about whatever other than grain. So we take like blueberry breakfast that Russ did the collaboration with us was blueberries, brown sugar, cinnamon, and maple syrup.
It was phenomenal.
It was.
Thank you. And honey, of course.
It was phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you didn't watch that episode, go back to I think it's episode 3 where we have Blacksmith Distillery on and we sample the blueberry. And it was and a plum. Did you do a plum one too with that?
Yeah, we did a mead with honey, blackstrap molasses, plum, and fig.
Yeah, it was good too.
That was good too.
I think the blueberry was my favorite.
Yeah,
but I'm not a big plum guy either. But the blueberry was damn good.
It had a really good flavor.
The plum and molasses one, we were trying to do a faux barley wine because we weren't a brewery, but we know that people like stouts and barley wines. So we tried to turn a mead into that using different adjuncts. It tasted nothing like a barley wine, but it was fantastic. we tried to do what we could, and it didn't work, but it turned out really good. So
that's awesome. Yeah. So we got all those different types of alcohols that you're basically creating here, spirits, I guess I should say. What time do you guys open? What's your schedule to share with the audience?
Thursday we're open 2 to 8, Friday and Saturday 12 to 8, and Sunday 12 to 6. Rarely do we actually get out of here on time because we have such early hours. That's more of a placeholder to, if nobody's here, we go home. If people are here, we will absolutely stay open.
That's awesome. That's cool. Well, which one do you want to dive into first?
I'm a big fan of the Confluence.
Okay.
It's kind of a special barrel. I'm a big fan of red wine, which ironically, I hated all, not to get off the topic, but I hated all red wine. I hated wine in general. White wine was too sweet. Red wine was too bitter and just blah. I got into bourbon, and now I love red wine. I really enjoy French oak. So this one was kind of a special one to me that we got to age it in a French oak red wine barrel.
92 proof.
92 proof.
Is there some significance between the number 92? The only reason I asked that is it seems like
the other one's
92 proof.
So
or just as it that's how it happened.
So our first couple bottles that we released were 100 proof, 115 proof, 123 proof, 125 proof. I think our clientele that was used to drinking mead, that was kind of polarizing to them.
Oh, I can see that.
And whenever we started introducing the 90 to 100 proof stuff, they really accepted the fact that we were a distillery.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And part of the reason we asked is because I was just down in Kentucky picking up some barrels and bottles, and we stopped into Pursuit Spirits down there, and they just had their ribbon cutting. And if you notice Pursuit Spirits, a lot of the, pretty much predominantly all their lines other than single barrels all have 108 proof. Thank you. And I was kind of like wondering what the whole significance of that. And I think they talk about it in some of their podcasts as well. But the 108 proof, from what I believe, is, so I think the first time they ever barreled something, they did a proof on it from a hydrometer, and it came out to 108.00. And they're like, holy crap, that just doesn't happen. Well, then they do their second release, and then it happened exactly again. And these are all, nothing was proof down. Everything was cask strength. And 2 times in a row. And they're like, okay, well, shoot. We're just going to launch it at 108 proof moving forward because this is just a coincidence or something crazy. So they're like, that's where they got that whole 108 proof. So if you ever notice their stuff, a lot of it's 108 proof.
That's crazy.
And shout out to Kenny and Ryan down there. Congratulations on your new building downtown Louisville. The tasting room is currently open. Like I said, last Thursday, I believe, is when they did the ribbon cutting. And so if you're down in Louisville, Kentucky, go check them out.
Make sure you say it right.
Louisville.
There you go.
I always mess it up.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, they got a great
Missouri,
podcast.
so.
If you're ever in the bourbon podcast, if you feel like you don't want to watch us anymore, check them out. They got a great show.
Well, the owner, Kenny, did say that we're competition now. I did tell him that we had a podcast.
Don't they have like 10 million views or something ridiculous?
They do.
We're like a fly on the wall to them.
When I introduced myself to him, I said, my name's Kenny. He goes, oh, my name's Kenny too. And I said, yeah, we're running a podcast just like you guys as well called The Barrel Room. He goes, oh, so you're competition. I go, no, buddy.
Not even close, bro.
We're down here, you're up here. So anyway, but no.
You guys are doing it.
Oh,
well, thank you. We're trying.
Anyway, back to what the topic is here. We were just kind of wondering because I started seeing 92, and I'm like, well, maybe there's a coincidence here too. Maybe you guys have a meaning behind it because, like we're doing with Fallen Brothers, is we're releasing our flagship bourbon next year, and we're running everything at 99 proof because that's my employee number at the fire district. So to me, it has a little meaning behind it. And so for me, that's what we want to do as far as our flagship core product line moving forward. Keeps it under the 100 proof, like you said. The 90 to 100 gives other people a little chance to enjoy whiskey that maybe not like cask strength all the time.
Right.
So
yeah, for sure.
Anyway, so
talk to us because I see on the side of this Conflux bottle that it says bottle 22 of 36.
Oh wow.
Small barrel. We only bottled the 36 bottles. We held back some for stuff like this.
Sure.
And tastings behind the counter. We sold 24 of them almost day one.
Holy cow! Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah. We're a very affordable whiskey and bourbon.
Sure.
We came into the market cheaper than most, I think, because we wanted everybody to be able to enjoy our stuff. And we're still a pretty young distillery, so as our efficiencies grew, as we got a new bottling line, as we figured out a good printer, as we figured out savings on corks and closures and everything else, we continued to lower our pricing down.
Sure. Sorry to cut you off. You're printing your own labels and everything?
No.
No.
We use Proactive Printing out of our Darting Prairie.
Gotcha. Okay.
But once we weren't like our lemonades, so when we first started, a lot of our whiskeys were that $60 to $80 range because we're all 25, and we had one that was 30. We managed to be able to lower all of our whiskeys down to $35 a bottle, all of our vodka down to $20 a bottle.
Impressive.
That's impressive. That is really impressive. Our
bourbons are in the $40 to $50 price range now. Not that I don't think that people should be able to charge more. We're still a very small operation and manage. So back to my low overhead thing, we're just trying to get into market and just, we don't have to charge people a lot because it doesn't cost us a lot.
Yeah.
Sure.
Other than the patience and time thing that I'm very, very bad at.
You know, time is money, right?
Right.
Time is money, baby.
There's sweat equity that goes into it too.
Oh,
you know. So, but now I guess now you speak of the market, where can people find you at?
So we've got a link on our website that shows everywhere that we're available, mostly around St. Charles County. As far as South County, we're in Barrel House, Brothers Bourbon and Beer in Baldwin and Sunset Hills.
At least you pronounce it right. A lot of times that's hard to say that.
It is hard to say. Yeah. I have to pause and mentally say
Brothers and Bourbon.
Jeff and Steve are great guys. They gave us an opportunity. We recently did a barrel pick with them that was absolutely incredible. So it was our standard whiskey, our standard bourbon that was then finished in a agave spirit barrel. A little bit of sweetness because our distillates got a little bit of sweetness to it. And then just a good smoky cigar blend flavor from the agave barrel that turned out amazing. When I sat down with those guys, I brought them 6 samples and said, let's see if this makes sense. And they got through all 5 of them. They're like, we probably don't really need to taste that. And I was like, okay, just give it a shot. As soon as the liquid hit his lips, he goes, yep, that's the barrel.
Sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I hate tequila. I hate agave spirits. We've had customers and vendors reach out to us to ask if we wanted to get into that game. I've turned them down left and right, saying, no, I don't want to import it. No, I don't want to buy it. No, I don't want to whatever. I certainly don't want to distill it, only because I know what whiskey's supposed to taste like. I know what bourbon's supposed to taste like. I don't like agave spirits. So to me, it's all going to taste like shit. And I don't really. Sorry.
No, it's explicit. We market it as explicit. Are you kidding me? I'll drop the F-bomb 4 times between now and the end of the show.
I just don't want to put out something that I don't enjoy.
No, that's fair. That's totally fair. I think, for me, when we get into the agave and the tequilas, I am not a big fan of the ones that are whiskey, like a whiskey aged in agave barrel. I've had a couple of different brands. They taste great on the front, and that aftertaste, I'm just like, ugh, I can't do it. But I love tequila, like good tequila.
What is a good tequila brand?
Casa Azul is a great brand.
Yeah, it's fair.
Great brand. Now, it's also $150, $60 a bottle, but great brand. And I will say, if you want to be in that $50 range, the one I like the most is Casa Amigos, which is George Clooney's brand.
So it's good. It's not just celebrity.
No, it's actually really good. Whereas I like the Rocks brand, Terramuno or whatever. I think it's horrible.
Okay. Terramana,
yeah. Unless you're mixing it with something like a margarita, then it's fine. But if you're going to sip that, no, thank you. Or you're going to do it with water, no, thank you.
I would say tequila brands for me would be G4 or Fortaleza. Those are 2 high quality brands that some Fortaleza stuff can get run up in price pretty high, but then there's a lot of G4 products are pretty fair and they're pretty much additive free tequilas. They're free of impurities and all that stuff. So to me, those are enjoyable. Those are sippers, though. I wouldn't necessarily just take them as shots or mix them, but yeah.
We were sitting at a bar one night, and I was talking to my buddy that I don't like tequila, I don't like agave, and he brings this black bottle out and he pours me a little pour of it, and I tasted it. I was like, "Holy shit, that's incredible!" And he goes, "Yeah, it's $125 an ounce."
Yeah.
I was like, well, then I still don't like tequila.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. Well, and to that point, we've talked about this on the show before, but my wife and I celebrated our 5-year wedding anniversary in March. And we got married in March of 2020 in the middle of a massive pandemic. So we decided to take a trip for our 5-year, and we went on a Virgin cruise. And the last night we had money left over on our bar tab, as they call it. And so we went to the tequila bar, and I was like, I want the most expensive tequila you got. And it was like some rare Casa Azul tequila that you could not find anywhere. It was like $60 or $80 for the pour, but it was like pure vanilla. Like it was so smooth. I was like, holy cow! Like that's a sipper that I could sit and sip out by the pool and wouldn't need it to even be cold. You know what I mean?
It's dangerous.
But it's $80 a pour. So it's like, well, now, and you're also on a cruise. So my guess is the cost of that bottle is $100 probably. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they just gouge you on those things. But
every pour covers the bottle.
Yeah. I can smell the French oak.
Yep.
For sure.
It's got a nice French oak nose. However, you don't get, it's a nice subtle French oak on the palate.
It is.
Versus 100%. Some other whiskeys I've had have been a little bit too much, a little overbearing. And sometimes French oak has a certain flavor profile that some people don't always enjoy. Mm-hmm. And so for this, you can appreciate the nose and get the subtle flavors. And I think this appeals to the majority versus sometimes with it maybe over being in a barrel for 12 months or 14 months, it might be too much, you know?
Yeah.
And I think with this lighter proof, it definitely brings in a nice, smooth, sweet complexity towards the end with those nice French oak notes. So I think well done on this one.
Yeah, well done for sure. I haven't never been a huge fan of French oak. Full transparency, but that's smooth.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the only French oak I've ever had is Maker's Mark. So I shouldn't say that I'm like not a fan of French oak. I've had one, now I've had two.
So customers ask me all the time, what is my go-to bourbon that's sitting on a shelf outside of stuff that I have sitting on the shelf here? And it's always Maker's 46.
Really?
I don't know why I fell in love with that bottle. Oh, I agree. Well, I just need to sell this at the volume that Maker's is.
Exactly.
Somebody disagrees.
I appreciate Maker's 46 too. Yeah. It's a hell of a price point for it. And it's a very good whiskey.
It's a readily available, fantastic French oak finish bourbon for $40-something a bottle or $50 a bottle. Whatever it is.
It might even be 36. You know?
Yeah, they have there a lot. But yours is better.
Thank you.
And I believe we already talked about
that pushes some more bottles so you can catch up.
We'll release it again, maybe.
That one I think is gone, right? That one's already gone, right?
Yeah.
So,
I guess that's true. So, sorry.
So that is one of the cool things about us. Black Friday every year, we release a bottle called Cask and Comb. Comes in a nice wooden box, torched.
Oh, cool.
It's our Amberana honey. Yes, I know not everybody loves Amberana. Ours is really good.
Yeah.
But so it starts off as our honey cask, and then we age it on Amberana again for 3 to 4 weeks. So with our Amberana, I've had some bad ones in the market. I feel like ours is really good. It's smooth. It's not medicinal. It's not bitter. It's not. It's a slight Amberana versus like in your face Christmas.
Yeah, sure.
Which I've had a lot of good ones. I've had a couple of bad ones that I was just like, how'd you fuck that up?
Right.
But
I've had a rare character Amberana down in Arizona. Him and I both did. And
we were at the pitch down in Arizona.
It was awful. It was awful.
Like huge fan of it, rare character.
Both of them were huge fans of it.
I'm kind of surprised to hear that.
I think it was just it was overfinished in my opinion.
Yeah.
They were just now. Some people might love it, right? But for me, it was too much Amberana.
Up front, it's just smacks you. It's like holy cow! So it's very overbearing. This is the subtle one. Another one, next to this one that we really enjoy is Snow Day from Ross. Russ is a fantastic guy, but he also does yellow birch on top of it. So it's the Amberana stave and also the yellow birch. So
Snow Day is fantastic.
Yes, fantastic.
And now he's releasing those barrel proofs, so that's even better. So maybe that's what you should do, this barrel proof.
Yeah.
And that would be fantastic.
Russ actually stopped by the other day and dropped off a bottle of barrel proof for me.
Yeah.
We'll keep talking about this shit. I'm on a case again.
Well,
there you go.
Yep.
Well,
I remember. That's fine. No, keep talking about that. I think this is a better choice going this direction because that one's sweet since it's got the honey cast. So we'll save that to the end because we don't want to take the
I'm not gonna like it though. I'm more excited about the freaking lemonade over here than any of these bottles of whiskey.
I'm sure.
It's fair.
From a Tito's guy,
Well, I'm not Tito's anymore. Right now, lately I've been buying Russ's.
That's right. Yeah.
Vodka.
That's
right. Whatever. What's his vodka?
Blacksmith. Black. I don't know.
He's going to kill us.
He's
watched this and he hears us, and we don't know his name.
Vodka guy.
It tastes great though, Russ. We just don't know the name of it.
And it's the same price. It's cheaper than Tito's.
Maybe you should try his pure vodka then. Maybe
you have vodka too?
Yeah, add it on there. So
I didn't know that.
You can grab it if you want to try it. So
yeah. My wife's a big vodka person. I used to be a huge vodka person. So much that I decided, like, I might need to take a break at this shit because it was going down too good.
So we had a gentleman coming the other day. Hopefully he doesn't watch this podcast. 90 years old, just kind of hunched over, and he walks in. He goes, "Can I get a Tito's on the rocks?" And I said, I apologize, sir, I don't have Tito's, but we do have a vodka here, distilled 6 times, filtered twice." And he goes, "Okay, let me get that on the rocks." And I grabbed the scoop of ice, put it in the rocks glass, and he looked at me and started laughing. He goes, "Less rocks." And I went to pour his drink, and he sat down and tasted it. He goes, "I'm never buying Tito's again." And he shows up every weekend and buys a bottle of vodka from me. It's just,
That's crazy.
But yeah, just this older gentleman that's apparently likes his vodka.
Yeah. Well, I was a Tito's guy for a long time,
It's
and then
like a gingerbread cookie, man. It's just
a gingerbread cookie.
very easy.
Well, I can smell it.
So if I can hop up for just a second, there's 2 SKUs that we're getting ready to come out with that I would love for you guys to taste.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Will you grab the Snickerdoodle Moonshine and the Apple Pie Moonshine?
Oh, man.
Oh, apple pie moonshine. Now we're talking.
So
baby.
these aren't ready yet. We've been experimenting. We're waiting on label and formula approval for Snickerdoodle. It's stupid. Actually, just grab Snickerdoodle.
No, I want to try apple pie.
Okay. We'll try both.
I love apple pie.
Yeah.
And then we've got a new gin coming out as well. That's insane.
Sweet. Love it. So now, I guess, explain to us, what Echo is for fans that don't know. I see it's finished on Amburana wood.
Yeah.
Was that in a barrel or what did you do?
Staves.
Staves, okay.
So we put them so all of our whiskeys start off as origins. Our first whiskey, we decided to name Origins because it was our first whiskey. It was the origins of
some competition
of Burnt Barrel. And then when we did the Origins
really good.
finished on Amburana, we decided on a cool name for that would be Echo, because it's a echo of what we can do with Origins.
Love it. Yeah.
And just playing around. Confluence we came out with for the red wine finish, we thought it was elegant enough, classy enough that it should have been its own. But we're playing off of the words that were sort of creating a story that a lot of our whiskeys start off. Sorry, that's Echo. But a lot of our different variations start off as origins that we are batching, putting in large barrels, blending together, creating what we think is the perfect profile, and then finishing them in different variations, that whether it be a large batch or a small batch, that we can create an experience for our customers and sort of keep the same name, the same lineup going. People seem to really enjoy it.
That is a phenomenal Amber.
Thank you.
Phenomenal.
And so you answered one of my questions I was going to ask you. So you guys are blending as well as finishing. So that's awesome.
So none of our whiskeys are single barrel. We're just not a large enough distillery right now. As a matter of fact, you guys know Russ. Russ just dropped off a bunch of his ex-bourbon barrels to me to then fill with our whiskey and mead and beer and whatever else. We made kind of a trade deal, but he had 30 barrels laying around. I needed 30 barrels laying around. So we worked out some tank exchange. And again, Russ is a great guy. I'm glad that I met him when we were a meadery and now a distillery, and bounce off each other. Hopefully doing a collaboration soon with an RTD.
Sweet.
I've been very blessed that everybody in the industry has accepted us and became friends with us too, just because we're super easy to work with. I'm not a competitive guy in that nature. I want all of us to succeed. The pie's super big.
Yeah.
Correct.
And that's the big thing.
We talk about that all the time on here.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Maui's Liquor as a sponsor. We have Gorilla's Shop and Barrel. Both liquor stores, but radically different. Different locations.
The thing is, if everybody helps everybody out, promotes everybody, then at the end of the day, everybody's going to grow and succeed, and we're one big family. That's the goal. Why compete against each other? Why talk bad about each other? Just be a family, and help each other out. And at the end of the day, everybody grows.
People helping people.
Yeah,
that's all we are at the end of the day, right?
And that's really so. All of the Missouri distilleries aren't creating a percentage of what the large distilleries are creating. So it'd be silly for us not to all get along and work together.
Right.
And honestly, that's the same exact thing that Mark Sutherland said from Stone Ledge. He has Stolock whiskey. He said the exact same thing on our podcast last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was.
By the way, congrats. I don't know if you guys saw. He just was appointed to the Missouri Tourism Board by Governor Kehoe.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Super cool. But anyway, like you said, we're all one big family. We're all here to help each other out. So anyway.
Yeah. That's very, we're just people helping people. the main point of this episode right now, right?
Yeah.
But yes,
Cool. Amberana finish is a win for sure.
100% it's a win. It's really, really good.
So after 3 weeks, we start tasting it almost every day.
Really?
Yeah. Just to
Well,
make
it's like-
sure that.
for me, it's like the perfect amount of Amberana. I
Especially
wonder
with
how long Russ is in.
Add-
He does like 3 months, maybe. This is a little heavier Amberana.
Russ has it down to a science.
Yeah,
and
he
he's
does.
got it to where everything is consistent and always exact. So, I don't want to speak for him, but I believe it is a couple months or so. But yeah.
Yeah, he's got it to a science. There's no doubt.
Well, cool. We had those two. What should we do next since we added a couple here?
We got the honey here. We
Do we
haven't
save-
done, or do we got the snickerdoodle and apple pie?
Do we do honey now or do we save it? What do you think? Because the honey can change the palate too, or the glass, but also you have those other little
Why don't we?
desserts up there as well.
How many are we tasting?
However many you want.
Oh, well then let's try the honey.
Okay.
Because I don't think the honey's going to blow your palate out as much as when we. I think we saved the vodka for last.
Yes, agreed.
Especially the acidic one.
Yep.
Oh, you got
Thanks, sir.
Don't drink as fast
No,
as you
you're
guys.
fine.
it?
I poured a little less.
We're kind of professionals over here. When you got a business that revolves around whiskey.
Brian's a professional chugger.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, so explain this honey cask for us.
So honey cask is our. We do the bourbon and then
Cheerios.
we retail barrel aged honey as well.
Mm-hmm.
We have a surplus of honey all the time because we're a meadery, the number one ingredient of that. So generally, we're sitting on 6,000 to 10,000 pounds of honey at any given time.
I know who to find out when I need to do a honey barrel finish.
Right. Yeah.
Where do you get the honey from? Local?
The stuff we're using right now comes out of Florida. We're using all
okay.
Orange Blossom at the moment, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get it from Sean down in Hawaii, where we'll get lemon blossom or coffee blossom or just all the cool variety, jungle blossom, a bunch of cool varieties down in Florida. Or if we're just looking for something super simple, we've got a guy in Minnesota that provides all of our wildflower honey.
Nice.
Sweet. I didn't
I
realize,
didn't
there was that many
I didn't either.
variations
You
of the honey.
started labeling those off. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah. So anything
Super cool.
anything that has to be pollinated, there's a potential for honey,
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
and everything has to be pollinated. I will tell you what, watermelon blossom honey is terrible. It tastes like the rind. The honey itself tastes like the rind of a watermelon.
Wow.
It's disgusting. Avocado blossom, terrible. Lemon blossom, incredible. Coffee blossom, incredible. Vanilla blossom, incredible. I could go on with the incredible list for
Sure.
Wow. I did not realize that.
So completely off topic from you guys, but these honey board is here. That would be a cool podcast for you guys.
Really?
That you can sit down and taste 20 different honeys and actually talk about the nuances. Because there is. Like, honey's not honey. Metafoam honey tastes like marshmallows.
Whoa.
Yeah. Tupelo honey's super.
Blowing my mind right now.
Yeah.
I just think of honey. I think of like
Honey,
Winnie the Pooh.
little bear.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh.
The little bear sitting in the grocery store. Yeah.
Great.
But yeah, there's so many different wild nuances of honey that Orange Blossom is my favorite. Tupelo honey, we had good experience collaboration with Mark at Crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
He donated a bunch of honey. We made a barrel aged mead with him. Tupelo honey's super, super expensive. As a place that uses honey to make alcohol, I can't afford or can't rationalize paying Tupelo honey prices.
Sure.
He had a bunch of it in his retail store, gave it to us. We made a batch of mead, gave half of it to him. Crowd went wild. It's such a unique honey that
Really?
kind of like Metafoam, but you're going to pay $15 a pound, 20, which doesn't sound crazy when you're buying a little bear at the grocery store, but when you're buying 10,000 pounds at a time, 20,000 pounds at a time,
Well, the
it's
little
a big
bear at
deal.
the grocery store is like $10 or $12,
and that's
for
half a
little
pound.
guy, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, we currently barrel age Orange Blossom honey, some in Russ's barrels, some in our barrels. If you guys ever need a barrel for Fallen Brothers, we're happy to fill a barrel up with you. We'll either give you the honey or we'll retail the honey here with both of our brands on it.
Love it.
We always have honey. So
we're definitely looking into getting into that avenue of finishing and all that stuff. So
it's incredible, and it's kind of a gateway whiskey for people that we had a couple in here the other day that they like the mead, they like the beer. I tried to convince them that they like whiskey and bourbon, and they said we absolutely do not. I gave them a pour of honey cask, and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. How many bottles do you want?
This is a really good honey cask.
Yeah, it's very good.
For sure. And this is right up. Congratulations to Paul for winning that bottle, but this is right up his alley. He likes the sweeter stuff, and He is going to have to
Well,
love that. So what's the proof on this, man?
100 proof.
100 proof. And the mash bill, do we know what? I guess is it a blend?
No, it's single. But it's 70.
Is it the 70-20-10 one?
70-20-10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why a lot of our distillates are kind of sweet. Our whiskeys, same mash bill or 95.5, which is the same mash bill for our vodka as well. Just an easy fermenter, easy, comes out clean, comes out sweet. Our vodka's at the price point that we are. That's a mash bill that makes sense, and it works.
Have you done any ryes or?
We have not done any ryes. We're working on a rye. As somebody that hates brewing rye grain,
No. You're going down the wrong alley for me.
You're going to the right alley for me.
Right, yeah. So that'll be interesting to yeah, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Just order twice as many rice balls as you think you need.
Right.
That's hilarious.
I love rice.
Yeah, I if you're watching the show, you know I'm not a big rye guy, but I will tell you,
You just had a good one.
I just had a good one. And I posted it last night. It was Old Louisville toasted rye, and the first time I had Old Louisville toasted rye, I didn't like it at all. I told him and Zach, I was like, no, it's a rye. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And so, long story short, I bought a bottle for a member of the barrel room, and he ended up not wanting it. So last night I was like, screw it, I'm gonna open it and have it for myself. I drank a fourth of that bottle last night. It was that good. So I don't know if I'm starting to go down that path or if it was just a fluke. Maybe.
Yeah.
So I've been on a mission like the last year to convert him to a rye guy because he's always been complete opposite.
I've always been more like the bourbon sweet, vanilla caramely, smooth.
My goal's been to convert him in the last year. I've been doing everything I can to do it. So this for me is awesome to hear.
OKI has a 100% rye MGP. My buddy let me taste it. It is incredible.
What's it called?
OKI.
Man, I just had 100% rye that was a 10-year, and I was like in love with it. It was 130 proof, and a couple other people that I was with tried it, and they're like, "Oh my god!" But I was like, "I love this," and
I was shocked. It's 100% rye mash bill, which somebody needs to give that guy a raise. Whoever did the brewing of that grain bill, because that had to be a nightmare.
I'm going to have to look for that one.
But you can, the OKI one, I think you could order online. I'm not 100% sure it's still available, but I ordered a couple bottles. It was perfect.
Huh.
But it's $100 bottle, $100 bottle.
I've gotten a couple samples in before with the 100%, and I'm like, man, I could release this and do that, but I'm like, man, I don't know though, because it's like at the same time, it's like for me, I absolutely loved it, and I'm thinking in my head, oh, this would be beautiful. But then I'm like, oh shoot, the consumer. I'm like, are they going to enjoy this or not? But then at the end of the day, you got to think about, do you want to release what you enjoy, and then
I think you have to do both. Even some of the meads that we release, I'm not a sweets palate person. You might not be able to tell by the whiskey and stuff, but we do what is palatable to everybody versus what is palatable to me.
Yeah, sure. So a little bit of balance.
Yeah,
perfect.
All right, what's next? Snickerdoodle or apple pie? I think you like Snickerdoodle better.
I think Snickerdoodle.
Okay.
It's not that I don't like apple pie. It's just Snickerdoodle is it's dangerous.
We got these little glasses.
It's ultimately up to you. We will probably need to rinse on these or more Glens.
If you got more Glens right here.
Oh, well then why don't we just use those three for the apple pie and Snickerdoodle? Just because they're so fragrant.
Sure. All right, here we go. So this is a moonshine, you said?
Yeah, I guess explain what that is there.
Yeah, what's the difference between a moonshine?
So we're essentially taking our vodka.
Thank you.
Using moonshine as the name. It's flavoring. Not all natural flavors. Sorry, we can't pick Snickerdoodles off the tree fresh. So it is all natural flavors.
Holy no!
Caramel color.
I know. Wow. Yeah.
But this thing, this is at 40 proof. This is not the 25% traditional moonshine or 20% gas station moonshine that you would pick up. This is
wow.
Holy cow!
Well done.
Yeah, you nailed that. It tastes exactly like a Snickerdoodle cookie.
Okay, let us know when this is going to be available. So when is this going to be available?
We're
I'm waiting.
He's like, I'm keeping it all for myself. Fuck that.
it'll be small batch to start off with, just to see if the market accepts it.
Mhm.
I
I think they will.
I think so too. Yeah. But the problem is you got to get people like to tout it because they won't know that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you go into some of those gas stations or liquor stores and they have the moonshine. And I've bought some apple pie moonshine and I'm like, that tastes nothing like apple pie.
Yeah.
It tastes like ethanol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gosh,
Well,
this better be out before Thanksgiving. That's the perfect time.
the goal is for it to be out by probably not the end of the month, but the beginning of next month. So
Oh my gosh. Campfire, sipping on this.
outside of you guys, I decided to take a month off from drinking. So this is the first drinks, not quite the first drinks that I've had this month, but quite close to the first drinks I've had this month, just to prepare for mine and a couple of my buddies' birthdays that are September 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Yeah.
I feel like I will drink in those 3 days the equivalent to what I did not drink in August.
Well,
So I was trying to give myself a little bit of a break.
for anybody that's in this industry, the next couple months are the busiest and the
yeah.
craziest. So you just got to plan on drinking all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I know we got events lined up all throughout September and October.
Oh, and the weather's finally breaking.
Yeah,
this
finally.
is when it's finally time to
drink whiskey and bourbon and
have a fire in your
Yep.
in your backyard or your driveway or whatever. Yeah.
So anyway,
That's
I
incredible.
think we cut you off a little bit. So you're expecting this?
you said
when
about the first of the next month, right?
Okay.
I think it was 2 a.m. that Kim and I were working on the label of this this morning. So we got formula approval on apple pie, Snickerdoodle, and gin. Our new gin's incredible. If you guys are gin drinkers,
that's one you will never get into. Well, I say that the only gin I've ever had is like Bombay, which tastes like you're eating a fucking Christmas tree.
Yeah. There's a lot.
No,
of beautiful flavors. There's a lot of.
It doesn't taste like
I
a
still
Christmas
gotta
tree.
drive home.
That's fair.
Yeah, there's multiple different gins. Yeah. But yeah, you've had just that
but
tiny one.
I've had, and it was like 10 years ago,
Mhm.
and I just remember thinking, I will never drink gin again.
So ours,
Very refreshing.
you have to do juniper, of course, to be gin.
Yeah.
But then we did orange peel, grapefruit peel, and lemon peel as the other botanicals. It is so smooth. It's good. And if you're not a gin drinker, you're not a gin drinker. I personally love gin. I'm in the lower spectrum of I've got buddies that buy very high end gin because it's very high end gin, and I've got buddies that buy very low end gin because it's very low end gin. Beefeaters is kind of like Beefeaters gin is like Buffalo Trace to me,
Mm-hmm.
where it's the middle of the road.
Does it taste like a Christmas tree too?
Beefeaters?
No.
It's just
You
a
have to
good.
try
It's
some
like
of
is
the
the one I had. It's called. It was Bombay, right?
Yeah.
That's a gin. Right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Is that like the
it's
only
like-
one that tastes like Christmas trees?
No, there's quite a few. It's
Yeah.
not a Christmas tree.
They have a piney flavor to them.
Juniper has to be a certain percentage, the mass percentage of gin. So,
So that
that's
makes
where
sense.
the
That
Christmas
makes
tree
sense.
comes from.
Yeah, there's
But if
some
you
good
create
gins.
other botanicals that are involved in that,
It'll
there's
balance it out.
there's wild gins out there. Like there's Japanese and random gins that use like weird strawberries, where you never even taste the Christmas tree. You just taste all these other wild fruits that they're
Mhm.
throwing in secondary.
Huh.
Dude, this is
I
good.
can't have another alcohol. Whiskey,
I agree. This is
bourbon,
kind of-
tequila, vodka. If I throw gin in there,
Yeah,
my wife's gonna call me an
Snickerdoodle.
alcoholic.
Well, we started with 4, now we have 7. You might as well.
Yeah, I guess that's a valid point.
Snickerdoodle's it, man. You killed
Thank
it.
you.
This is
I appreciate it.
phenomenal.
Well, wait till you try apple.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited
Well,
about.
I was just too
do you think
concerned
we
to
should-
throw multiple bottles.
Do you
on
think
the
we
scale.
should put them in here, or
No, it's complimentary to the Snickerdoodle.
All right. I love.
That was killer.
It was killer. Agreed. Is this just as good, or you think it's?
Oh, I think it's just as good. Yeah, it's just it's
I hope it's not, because if it is, it's going to be bad news for me.
the struggle is there's nothing that we do.
Came out quick. Sorry.
And you said this was are these 80 proof? You
He
said
said
These are all 80 proof.
sweet.
So
Perfect,
like,
because the thing with moonshine too is you want to be able to enjoy it, but then shit, a lot of moonshine is way overproofed, and it's like, man, you can't.
well, or
sit
the
there and have
exact
a ton of
opposite.
it, you know.
So not to talk shit about the largest moonshine distilleries out there, Old Smoky and
Old Smoky's
the
one I'm
other
aware of, yeah.
the Mason Jar gas station moonshines. They're all 20 and 25%. So they do really, really well financially,
Mhm.
but any of us that are used to drinking 80 proof or
I guess I didn't
Or
see that
higher,
perspective.
yeah.
Yeah.
we could that mason jar is a single serving around the campfire. I hate to say that, but it's like it's nothing more than a barrel aged stout. Where if you actually want people to drink moonshine, it's a
and to that very point, my wife and I were sitting on the back deck the other night. I don't remember what day it was. And I got some of those John Daly Good Boys seltzers. I don't know if you've seen those.
Yeah.
So I got 8 in a box. And we're sitting out by the fire, TV. And next thing I know, I go in to grab another one. I'm like, shit, I've had 6 of these. I better slow down. Mm-hmm. I didn't have a fucking buzz. I didn't even know I had drank anything. And I'm like, that just sucks. And she's like, well, that's because you drink whiskey straight. Like, you're drinking a 4.5%, can versus 140%, proof whiskey. Yeah. And I'm like, I didn't think of it like in that way at that point. But it's like, shit, my tolerance is really went up, I guess.
You would be full before you could finish a case of Busch Light. You would not be drunk. You'd be full.
It's
Crazy. When you look at the light beers, it's the carbonation, and I struggle with carbonation quite a bit. But any of the RTDs or anything, I'm full before I'm drunk.
Well, that's the nice thing about the John Daly's is there's carbonation.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. But the White Claws and then those that will the carbonation will hit you immediately.
Yeah.
I can't do those either.
Have you had the Surfsides?
Yes. I
non-carbonated.
I love Arnold Palmer's iced tea and lemonade. So you give me a John Daly or you give me, the hard iced tea lemonade, freaking amazing. It's like my go-to summer drink.
We've got a TTB approved label and formula called Daily Drinker. And before John DALY Drinker, before he came out with Good Boy, I wanted to hire him to do one of the cameos.
Oh, yeah.
Drinking one of our bottles. And then he came out with Good Boy, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it.
What?
I was like, how do I get John Daly involved in our brands? Right. Let's do a Daily Drinker.
He's
vodka.
He comes to St. Louis all the time.
Does he?
All the time.
Yeah,
he's a diehard Cardinals fan. I'm a member of Whitmore Country Club. I bet I've only been a member there since 2021. I bet I've seen him a handful of times out there. Like, he comes to town a lot, and I don't know exactly why, but he's here a lot.
But if we hand him a bottle of Daily Drinker, do I get a cease and desist or a high five?
You're probably going to get a cease and desist if I had to guess.
With him?
Well, with him, I get a high five, but his attorney sitting behind him is going to be like, here you go, buddy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's the struggle.
Yeah.
I thought do it in a shitty golf pattern and make it a very John Daly label. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, now he's got Good Boy. They're probably paying him more than I have.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that. Yeah. And the funny thing is, he probably doesn't even drink those Good Boys because he drinks beer and Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of Diet Coke. A lot.
Yes.
He was in Happy Gilmore 2, by the way. If you guys have not seen Happy Gilmore 2.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, such a good movie. Shout out to Birdies and Barrels. They had a little private showing my wife and I went to. It was really cool.
Are you guys members?
No, not members. Grillo's a sponsor of the show. I'm a member of Whitmore, so I'm like, well, I can't have, my wife's not going to let me have 2 golf memberships, right? So, but maybe someday. Yeah. Maybe someday.
We're members there.
Are you? Really?
Yeah, I love Mike and his place.
Oh, Mike and Lindsay are like the salt of the earth, man.
I would love to. I got 2 young kids, and I can barely get out of my house.
I was going to say, I'm a member of Whitmore, and you know how many times I played golf this year? 3 times. It becomes a very, 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 very expensive gym membership.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how I feel about Birdies and Barrels. But it's still a cool place. When I go there, I'm in love. Whenever I'm not, it's just it's waiting for me.
Yeah. But great place.
Yeah.
Great concept, great place. Wish I had more time, because if I had more time, I'd be there all the time. I just don't have the time. My kids are in soccer, golf, dance, gymnastics, and every single night, besides me being in the firehouse, I'm at one of those. So I can't justify it just yet, but I would love to.
The one thing I thought about was, and Mike and I have chatted about this, is a lot of his members go up there and work during the day from like the facility. And I'm like, that'd be like the perfect thing for me, because I work from home most of the time. Mm-hmm. And with a 3 and 4-year-old, I mean, I have a lock on my office door, but that gets broken about every other day.
Yeah. It's perfect until there's an open bar. That there's not a staff member behind.
True. Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
We're also a member at Rack House in their cigar lounge, which is an incredible membership. John's a great guy as well.
Yep.
It's nice to be able to just sit down, have a cocktail, and smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
That is cool. Yeah, we're both locker members at the Sugar Cube Club.
Yep.
I've never been in there.
You should.
Oh, you
we
should
can
check
bring
it
you
out.
there.
We'll bring you as a guest sometime.
Actually,
an awesome place.
September 11th, I'm doing my 343 release, and we're doing a Meet the Makers event, so I could bring you down for that. And
That'd be awesome.
we're going to sample through 4 of our new releases that are coming out between September and October, and I'll talk about the brand and all that stuff. So then, so if you want to come down and do that,
That'd be
we'll
awesome.
do that. They also have the St. Louis Bourbon Festival coming up, so
October 3rd.
Yep, October 3rd. I don't know. I mean, you should get a hold of them. You could also bring your brand down there and sample and
think-
sell.
We're going.
Yeah,
Last year we were supposed to be there, and I ended up in Virginia, so I had a booth there, but I wasn't there. This year, I was told by a customer the other day that I'm on the. Because he asked me, he goes, "Are you going to be down there?" And I go, "I have no idea." And he goes, "Well, you're on the website." I go, "Well, the fuck, I guess I'm going to be there."
Yeah, you should. It's an amazing event. For those of you who don't know, St. Louis Bourbon Society puts on this great event downtown at the Limp Mansion, and it is October 3rd, I believe, 6 to 9 p.m., I believe.
Yeah.
So if you're free that day, go online, grab tickets, stlouisbourbonsociety.com, and we'd love to see you there. Fallen Brothers Craft and Spirits will be there, and apparently Burnt Barrel will be there as well. So
Barrel and Bourbon Club will be there.
Barrel and Bourbon Club will be there. You should come check out the Snickerdoodle and
this
the
apple
apple
I
pie.
had to taste it. You guys were talking too much. I was like, I keep smelling
Oh,
apples. I keep smelling apples. I'm like, damn it, I'm going for it.
I've
And
been
it is
sipping on it the
incredible.
whole time. It's phenomenal. So, I mean,
So we're debating on lowering the proof. What do you guys think?
No,
No.
No.
You don't need to.
you don't need to. It's not overpowering. There's just the right amount of cinnamon in it. I can taste the cinnamon, but I still get the apple.
A little bit of crust.
Yep. I wouldn't touch it.
No.
When this is available, I'll buy at least
Leave
2
it.
bottles.
Yes.
At least, if not 3.
Yes.
I mean, that's how.
It's going to be $3,000 a bottle.
That's fine. I'll just make it a business expense.
Let
Just
me know.
write me a check today. I'll
Let me know because I don't want it to sell out because it will.
So this is one of the
These
avenues.
two are phenomenal.
We sat down and we looked at different things, and we were like, why not jump into the moonshine market? Like whiskey's cool, bourbon's cool, vodka's cool, gin's cool. Why not jump into a very growing, approachable market?
Yeah.
Well, to your point, and there's not. I mean, in this area,
There's nobody.
There's nobody that I'm aware of.
Nobody.
I mean, I might have to get in moonshine after this.
Well, I was gonna say this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So we may already ask this question. I mean, this is like my 7th drink, but what makes it moonshine again?
Nothing other than the name.
So there's no like requirements
No.
for it to be a moonshine.
So it has to be. No, actually, there's very little requirements for it to be moonshine. Same mash bill as our vodka. But we're very transparent on our label. It's a spirit with natural flavors, caramel color added, because we're not barrel aging it. It's pretty dark.
Yeah.
We're putting like 2 drops of caramel coloring in the apple and snickerdoodle, which it's a natural coloring. It's a natural. We've got a Campari. I probably shouldn't have said that. We've got an Italian liqueur clone coming out that's similar to Aperol and Campari.
Nice.
2.5% sugar, a little bit of sweetness.
Mhm.
It's fantastic.
I mean, you got your hands a little bit of
But
everything.
so they use Red 40 though in the SKU that we're going after. So we're trying to figure out. We won't.
Going
So
down
we're either going clear or we're going. We'll use like a beet powder or something because nothing that we do is artificial.
My wife would love it too, as you should look at my fridge.
Yeah. And I was looking at it and I was like,
Well, they just banned that. They have to get red dye has got to be out of stuff by 2028 or 9.
oh, I thought it was 2026.
Well, maybe it is.
It could be.
I could be.
It could
Might
be.
be. I could
Yeah.
be completely wrong.
I don't have. I already have stomach issues. As soon as I typed in Red 40, it's like stomach issues, headaches,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, why? I want people to enjoy their experience. And
Yep.
if red beet powder is not going to be bright Skittle red, I'm okay with that. But you're not going to have a hangover. You're not going to feel like shit. You're not going to like. There's no reason to use an artificial coloring when we have beets that'll do a red wine color versus a neon red color.
Right.
There's no reason to use artificial color. Like our lemonade vodka, we use lemons.
Yeah.
That's like you don't need fucking artificial coloring to create yellow. Use lemons. You ever seen lemonade? It's fucking yellow.
Yes. Well, people can appreciate that
Yeah.
too. You know, like I don't want red 40 or I want natural. I think it's awesome that your brand is going that direction. And
when you really stop and look at what you eat, that shit is in everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
you can only pronounce half the ingredients.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah. And why we as a country have allowed that when every other country has already banned it 25 years ago. It's like
100%.
Skittles are not the same color outside of this country.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I saw this TikTok with my mom who's like, I guess for like the last 5 years, she put Skittles in like a colander basically and will wash the dye off of them and then allows her kids to have them.
Which is funny because they all taste the same. Skittles aren't flavored, they're scented.
That's true, yeah. That's crazy.
Hold your nose and eat a Skittle. You won't taste the thing.
That's true.
You've blown my mind 3 times. Like, I'm trying to wrap my mind around this. Like, what?
Yeah, there's no flavor there. It's all scent.
Yeah. Which
is amazing because there's food companies here. We have 2 of the largest ones in St. Louis. So if we want something to taste like something unnatural, they're in our backyard. But that's not the avenue that we want to go down.
I don't blame you. That's incredible.
Yeah. That's why you guys do good things.
Yeah.
We're a small footprint. Yeah. We're growing naturally. We've never advertised. We're just here. Again, that's a perk of like we have a small footprint and we have low overhead. And we want to continue slow growth, organic growth instead of big growth because that shit can go away. When we were a meadery, we were doing a bunch of small batches and I thought it was cool. We were doing 20-gallon batches. We sold out instantly and I was like, cool, we made $3,000. That doesn't pay the bills. So we were like, how do you expand this? And a lot of the guys were like, Nate, no, keep the hype. And I was like, I want to take care of my locals. I want to take care of the people that are going to be in here 2 or 3 days a week or once a week or whatever. I want to take care of the people that are here versus worrying about the guy in New York that doesn't care about that other than he can sell my bottle on secondary for a bottle of $1 or $12.
Yeah.
Like that's I don't care about, I hate to say that. I don't care about the guy in New York.
No, there's respect for that too. Yeah.
That's I want to take care of my locals that are here and I built relationships with. We're a smaller tap room, so I like the fact that we can sit down and have a conversation with people and just treat customers like friends instead of looking at every customer as a monetary value.
Yeah.
100%.
A lot to that.
There's definitely appreciation for that.
You mind if I open this?
Not at all.
I didn't know if you maybe had one open you wanted to check out, but I'm dying to try this. Now, I'm going to go into these glasses because I don't know if mixing whiskey with lemonade. Well, I guess you get whiskey sour out of that, I guess. But
some moments aren't meant for the crowd. They're meant for the connoisseur. Welcome to the Barrel Room Bourbon Club, an exclusive private sanctuary for those who appreciate the rare, the remarkable, and the refined. Here, fellowship flows as smoothly as the bourbon in your glass. Conversations linger, friendships deepen, and every pour carries a story worth telling. As a single barrel member, your privileges are as exceptional as your palate, including coveted access to the blind bottle, our signature tradition where one distinguished member claims an extraordinary bottle of bourbon, worthy of any collection. Whether it's savoring a private pour from a bottle few have ever seen, or raising a glass among those who share your passion, the Barrel Room is where rarity meets camaraderie. The Barrel Room Bourbon Club. Rare bourbon, true fellowship, unforgettable moments.
All right, so I've been excited since we started this episode to do this because I'm a big vodka guy. And love iced tea and lemonade together.
Yeah. So we take our 6-fold vodka and rest it on lemon peels, lemon pulp, and cane sugar. So think of a limoncello with only 10 grams of sugar per bottle.
I love limoncello too.
Wow.
Used to always go down to Milo's with my buddy and take a limoncello shot. Yeah.
So I could put that on iced tea and it would be a killer John Daly.
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry, I took it as a shot because it was too good.
Well, I wanted to taste it.
I know. I get you.
Yeah.
You're not a veteran like me over here.
Believe me, I've had a lot of shots in my day. You know me.
There's still a reminder that you're drinking vodka. It's not quite lemonade, but it's...
Well, yeah. But if guys just, in my opinion, has just the right amount of lemon, right? Like, you don't want it to be overpowering.
Yeah. We went
It's
from...
not too sweet. And limoncello, like you said, I'm a big advocate of it. The only reason why I've done it is because that's what we've always done. But now that we have something like this to where it's not as sweet, I'd be more interested in doing that versus the limoncello shot. Yes.
It's funny. So
Milo's needs to carry that. So when I go down to the hill and I get my Peroni and I want a limoncello shot, I can get a burnt barrel.
There you go.
When we started off as a lemonade stand, and then we got a cease and desist one day, which I didn't know. I did all the searches I possibly could. I reached out to my lawyer, the Franzia, one of the large winemakers, has a wine called Lemonade Stand. I've seen Alex's lemonade stand.
Yeah.
So I reached out to my lawyer and I was like, what if we call it Lemonade Standoff? And he goes, well, you're going to piss him off, but there's something we can do about it. So we called it Lemonade Standoff.
Perfect.
And on the side of the label, it says, when life gives you lemons, make some lemonade and then find a friend whose life's giving them vodka. I was going to put when life gives you lemons or cease and desist. I decided against that route.
Yes, that would have been perfect.
That would have been perfect, though.
Yes.
Right. I love it.
I love it. But yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, you probably did the right thing.
Yeah.
That's when he just started laughing. He's like, mate, they gotta be after their revenue. You don't.
Yeah,
right.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Bingo.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. We got
Okay.
our podcast got threatened to be sued like, I don't know, a month ago because apparently our name was too close to somebody else's name. And thankfully my best friend growing up was an attorney. So I was like, no, we ain't changing our name. If you got a problem, send him an email. You know? I'm like, I call him like, hey, just so you know, it's like, you're fine. He goes, they can't trademark the room barrel room. Can't trademark that. And that was the only thing that was even similar in our title. So they never came after us. But
Yeah, it's
again, to your point, there's pie for everybody.
yeah. And the $4 bottle of wine that's sitting at Quick Trip is not the brand confusion with the bottle of vodka that's sitting somewhere else.
Correct.
But with that said, they sent me the email. I looked them up, and I was like, nope. Yes, we will comply. That's, you got a whole legal team that's reaching out to me. I'm
one guy.
Yeah, I'm one guy. Yeah.
Right.
And yes, I have a buddy
that
that's
keep overhead low.
right.
Yes.
And I have a buddy that's a lawyer as well. You're not going after $1 billion corporation.
Not at all. Not at all.
No. So, and if all I had to do is add an off to the label, fuck it.
That's easy. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it creates a story. Everybody laughs.
Exactly.
Great
story. I thought it was hilarious.
Because we're dealing with the same issue, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like problems. But should we go ahead and try this last one?
Sure.
Yeah, let's try it. And we'll wrap this episode up. We're approaching the hour mark.
Not quite.
He's getting tired of listening to us talking.
Yeah, right. Not quite my cup of tea, but I'll do it.
It's good, I promise.
I'm sure it's smooth.
I bet you it's smooth. Should have cut you off.
You got to drive.
Now you're fine.
All right. Here we go.
Sip it, don't you?
Wow. It is smooth.
So
is this distilled in house?
it is.
Okay.
I hate vodka.
Really?
We've
Ooh, that's
been
light.
we've been a
It's
distillery for 2 years now. We just released this.
What's the proof on that?
80.
80.
Yep.
Yeah.
Common.
We just released this for the first time. I needed the perfect distillate to then filter and
Yeah.
work through to create 6-fold.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hate vodka.
Dude, I'm
and
the
I was
same
okay
boat.
with not doing a clear because we're never going to compete with Tito's. This is in-house only. We don't distribute to any of the locations that we want to for the 6-fold because everybody walks in and orders a Tito's with Tito's or a
Yeah.
But when we have customers that come in that would just want a clear, neutral vodka that we did a really good job on.
Dude, that's good, man.
Yeah, it's
I'm not a vodka guy, and
it's
that's
good.
impressive.
It's very smooth.
I'm
Even
very
your
transparent.
Grey
That
Goose
I
isn't
hate
as smooth as that.
No.
Well, I would tell you, when I first got into vodka, I hated it too, if I'm being honest with you. But I was also drinking Smirnoff. You know what I mean?
So,
or pop off.
Yeah.
You know, whatever's
Chuggy,
cheaper.
Country Club, Pop Off, and Burnett's.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yep.
what I remember. And after that, I don't want anything else to do
But
with it.
there, if you can get in, there's some higher end vodkas that are like drinking water.
There are.
Like, I mean,
So, the last one I had was from Maui, and it was from Ocean Spirits, which is on Maui. I don't know if you guys went there. Over there, yeah. It's that like globe bottle. So basically, the neck is tilted where Hawaii is on the Earth's longitude, latitude, exact coordinate. The neck is located on that point of the bottle. So the bottle's a globe, and the neck's located there where Maui technically
and
is.
was it good?
On the Earth? Yeah, it was one of the only. It was the smoothest vodka I've ever had. And now this rivals it, obviously, but.
Oh, well, thank you.
It was very
Sorry,
good.
Mouse.
They have this whole spiel where they they have this whole spiel, and I don't know how accurate it is. They dig 3,000 feet down into the ocean and pull up the water and refilter and all that stuff. So I don't know, but anyway,
Fiji.
We might be getting a cease and desist letter in the mail tomorrow.
whatever the placebo was on that, it worked because it might not be placebo, it might be real, but they're very good, very good.
And you got that at Maui's Liquor?
Loved the tour. Loved everything else. I don't know if Maui's Liquor carries it. I know
You mean when you were in Hawaii?
In Hawaii.
When you said Maui, I was thinking Maui's Liquor.
No,
So was I.
No,
Well, I said sorry, Joe.
Well, you were just there. That's why I was saying that. But yeah, no. Anyway, because they have the distilleries there. Ocean Spirits is there. You can do a whole tour. They got rum, vodka, all that stuff.
We need to go to Maui.
Yes,
Sounds like a business trip.
Super cool. The whole spiel is awesome. The vodka's wonderful. That was the first vodka I ever enjoyed. And I don't know if it's because of the story, but
Probably
anyway.
a little bit.
They're distributed here now. They weren't at the time. This was like 8 years ago.
Gotcha.
They're here now. I just saw them down when we were at the Lake of the Ozarks. They were at Woods Market, that big grocery store down there. Saw it there. So I don't know where else they are.
Gotcha.
Long story short, good vodka. However, this is the second one I've ever liked.
So before we finish this, I know we're right at an hour. Can I grab a bottle of gin?
Mm-hmm.
I just want your opinion.
Yeah, we
on
can
it.
go over. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
I think our gin's unique enough that it's palatable to everybody. And a guy that does not like gin,
Well,
I kind of want to taste my bottle of gin.
as I have said, though, my only
Well, explain
experience.
this one that we're getting ready to do.
So we did juniper as the main ingredient in the distillate, and then we did orange peel, lemon peel, and grapefruit peel. So it's not kissing a Christmas tree. It's a very palatable gin.
Sure.
It does smell like Christmas, or a tree anyway.
Yep.
But
Thank you.
again, 80 proof. It's a new SKU for us. We've been working on it for a long time, just because I want shit to be perfect.
Yeah.
It's
Love to hear that.
All right, I can't promise I'm going to like this, but I'm going to give my honest
you don't have to.
review.
You already opened up saying you don't like gin. This
Right.
is like an.
Just smelling it.
I personally like it. I appreciate it.
That's not bad.
It's got some cucumber to it. Is there?
No cucumber.
No.
It's
That
gin,
doesn't taste anything like what it smells like.
grapefruit, orange, and lemon.
See, when I smell
That's
that,
it.
it
So I'm
smells.
getting grapefruit. I don't know. I got a subtle cucumber. That might be the gin juniper in the beginning. So it might be just the initial of that. I don't know.
I get
I'm
it
not
on
a good
rocks.
gin. I'm not a good gin person, so I don't know
Well,
necessarily
I'm a terrible gin person. but
everything I'm getting out of it.
This when I smelt it, I was like, ugh. Gave me the EBGBs from like back in the day.
Cucumber,
But
definitely grapefruit.
Very smooth, very good. I being honest, it's
Yeah.
good. I would drink that on the rocks.
Imagine at $20 buck.
Well, that's a steal.
This might blow your mind. I would drink that over the vodka.
I'm okay with that. As long as you're drinking our stuff, I don't care what you're drinking.
I would
Well,
too.
the reason I say that is like there's more flavor
Yeah, I love
to this versus a vodka.
but I like that.
You know what I mean?
I like
But vodka's great.
the gin flavor. I like the juniper personally myself.
So do I.
Yeah.
So I like the earthiness that
Yes.
gin and
Yep.
The gym room that we have. That we're so fortunate to have in St. Louis has
Where's that at?
down in the city.
Mm-hmm.
You should. I bet you find gin you like.
Yeah.
Well,
I bet
I
he
just
does,
did.
That's fair.
I just did.
But there's so many different varietals of different spirits that again, pie is not that small. You can play around with moonshine. Pie is apparently small, but
Yeah.
we're gonna expand that. Hopefully everybody else does as well.
Super cool.
That's awesome.
So, as we close it out, what's the future of Burnt Barrel look like? What are you looking to do? Where are you going?
I wish I could answer that question. I have no idea. So my life is a chaotic mess. We're constantly evolving. We're constantly.
I think that's every brand, right? It's like I'm at a chaotic mess right now too because we're going to another level ourselves.
So as a meadery, we're doing 75 unique batches a year.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're a little more extravagant on that end. We're just
That was
trying
a
to figure
fucking
out the next
nightmare.
step as well. Yeah.
And we've dialed that in. Mead is still such a small market.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows what spirits are. Everybody knows what beer is. We're fortunate that we have Brett, Brandon, and Bobby with the after hours to help us with the beer.
Mhm.
We're I don't want to say downsizing the meadery, but we're downsizing the meadery to where we're not doing 500-gallon batches. We're doing 200-gallon batches or 100-gallon batches of fun shit that everybody's going to enjoy. Spirits, I have no idea where this journey's taking us. Because if I can't sleep, I jump on my computer, create a unique recipe, fuck with TTB a little bit, and submit something, and we come out with a new SKU.
We must all be crazy then.
Yeah.
I'm fucking the same way.
Yeah. We submitted a recipe recently with Dirty Girl Gin. It was like mushrooms and dill, and I had probably more than I should have drank, and TTB access. So I submitted like, fuck you, we'll add this. They approved it eventually. But we're currently evolving from whiskey, bourbon, vodka to gin offerings, moonshine offerings, rum offerings. Beer, we're getting ready to release a couple barrel-aged stouts, barrel-aged barley wines, standard IPAs, sours, blondes, wheats.
Or the rotation.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally, I hate to say that, but this is still, I kind of treat this like a hobby more than I should. It's been fun.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
I mean, I feel like and I hate to say this as a business owner, I feel like if I treated this 100% like a business, I wouldn't be having as much fun.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
You'd be crunching too much.
Yeah.
Worry about what sells.
Yeah. And instead, I get to meet a bunch of friends. I'm an introvert, decided to open a tap room, which was a terrible idea in the beginning. It's true. We just have a good time.
Love it.
Awesome.
We're hoping that my neighbor, hopefully he sees us. I want him to move out. We've been asking him for 3 fucking years to move out. He won't, but
Is it a cleaners? Is that what it is?
he sells referee uniforms.
What?
Referee uniforms.
Man.
Imagine,
Can he do that out of his house?
imagine that an Amazon, an eBay, Sports Authority, if they're still in business. Imagine that all those companies doesn't exist, and you have 1,000 square feet to sell referee uniforms. Just saying. He has a back door. I can throw in a patio. We could double the space size and have a fucking patio.
Which would be awesome.
Do you need a hitman? Is that I'm kidding. It's a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah.
But it's just that's our expansion goal is he's gonna he's gonna retire in 5 years, I think. Which if it becomes available, we'll take it. But that doesn't give me a patio. I want a patio.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing. We constantly evolving on taproom space. We started off as no taps, 6 taps, 9 taps, 18 taps, 20 taps. So we're constantly evolving. We've made use of the space that was never intended.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have a square foot that we can possibly utilize at this point. But we're trying. Well, as you guys see when we walk in, we're currently changing our tables out to make
Space.
double our
That's
occupancy.
what you have to do until you can get one of these to get out.
Because I don't want to move. Even if I find another location,
Process, man.
well, even if I find another location, manufacturing will still be here. Tap room will still be here.
Is your warehouse behind here somewhere?
Directly below us.
Yeah.
We're 3,000 square feet. We're under him and my neighbor. So we got so lucky when I opened this place. I thought it was all the room in the world. So picture your home brewer.
Yeah.
And you open a place and you're like, well, fuck, now I can make 100 gallons at a time. Home brewers don't make 100 gallons. It seems like all the fucking mead in the world. So, and then I realized 100 gallons of mead isn't that much. It's like a handful of kegs and 100 bottles and 5 kegs.
Yeah.
And then landlord or property manager called me one day and goes, guy underneath he's going out of business. You know anybody that needs a warehouse. Lock the door. 10 minutes later at a warehouse. It was, am I ready for it? No. Do I need it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we picked up another expense just in hopes that we would expand like we have. And I reached out to a couple buddies and they're like, that's a terrible idea. And I was like, well, I'll make it work. Yeah.
Yeah.
And clearly you have.
3.5 years later, we made it work.
Sweet.
But it's
Awesome.
but there's stresses involved, but it's like and now what we thought was all the room in the world, I could show you before and after pictures of the meadery in 3,000 square feet versus the meadery brewery distillery in 3,000 square feet. It's we need 10,000 square feet.
Yeah.
We don't need 3,000 square feet.
Well, that's awesome.
I love hearing that.
That's
Glad you're
that's
growing.
yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. It just shows maybe not know where the road's going, but it shows where the past it started and where you got into and what the future most likely holds, which is, all that really matters. And so on behalf of the Barrel Room, we appreciate you coming on today and sharing your story and sharing, we had 8-9 bottles out here today. All were phenomenal. I will be honest, when we were coming here, I was like, I didn't even realize what mead was.
Yeah.
As I said, and now you've blown my mind 3 times today.
Do you want a mead?
Huh?
Do you want a mead? It's only 6%.
Oh, I can't.
A little bit.
I can't.
Can we get a couple pours of sunshine?
Coming right up.
Right on. Here we go. This is what's so great about this place,
Well,
it's like family.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, we're going long.
Yeah, it's all right. As we do get the meat, I do want to thank our sponsors that helped make this happen. We've talked about, probably 4 of the 5 tonight already. That's Grillo's Chop and Barrel. Thanks to Mike Lindsay Grillo.
Mm-hmm.
Maui's Liquor in Cottleville. Joe Maui, thank you for your support. Also, Fallen Brothers Crafted Spirits, Barrel Room Bourbon Club, and last but certainly not least, Edward Jones, Chris Ridgick, thank you for your support.
Yep.
All right, let's try the mead. Wait,
No.
that's a beer.
I've tasted so much. So this is one of our staples. Customers would murder me if I took it off. It's an orange, mango, and tangerine mead. 6.5%.
What the? That is incredible.
I mean, I'd have to get an Uber every time I came here because I would just be like,
I didn't realize it mead even looked like that.
oh my god!
It should. It doesn't always. It's funny. I don't want to come across egotistical,
Dude,
but
this is
I got an email one day saying we took the gold award for
I
Missouri
just want to keep chugging it.
and for mead, and I opened the email and I was like, "What? Fuck! I wonder who." I assumed somebody else took silver and bronze. I opened the email, I clicked on the link, and I was like, "Oh no, we took all 3." I was like, well, fuck. So we're number 1 in Missouri. We're number 7 in the country for me.
Well, congratulations!
Congratulations,
man. I wish
man.
you had a mead. We cheers with.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I have whiskey.
Cheers. Yeah.
But we do. We're not scared to have fun. Is the struggle? So there's certain places that want to be. We're Vikings. We just try to give what the people want. So like this is equivalent to drinking 1.5 beers.
This whole thing here?
Yeah.
That is so good.
And it's delicious.
And it tastes like you're drinking sunshine.
Right.
That's dangerous.
Wow. That is dangerous. Well, I got to say, you blew my mind for the 4th time because I didn't know what the hell meat even was, but that's incredible.
Yep.
And I think for all you guys listening to this episode, if you have not been here, I have never been here before today. Okay, so being transparent. You have got to check this place out. Like, there's not many places I'll go that I'll be like, that place blew my mind. This place blew my mind. The whiskey is incredible. The vodka, the gin. I never thought I would say that. And the meat, like, what a. and it's a local place right here in Lake St. Louis. So if you don't know where that's at, it's right off of 70 and Lake St. Louis Boulevard. We talked about the schedule earlier, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is when they're open. Come check it out. We'll put some information of the location, their website, all of that in the information section of the podcast on both YouTube and on whatever podcast platform you listen to. But thank you, Nathan. What an incredible honor it was to come here. I had no clue what we were in for, and it turned out to be a pleasant surprise.
Thank you.
So,
again, we're just having a good time, and we're creating stuff that's super fun to drink.
Hell yes, it is.
Yeah.
Especially the apple pie moonshine.
Awesome. Everything was good.
That's awesome. Again, thanks, guys. Make sure to like, follow, and share this. Again, next month we will do a raffle for another bottle of whiskey. Thanks to Grill, Chop, and Barrel for their sponsorship on that. So again, like, share, comment, however you do it. As long as Facebook tells me you're in the top 3 of our fans, you'll be thrown into the hat, and we will draw one name out the last episode of September. Take care.
Cheers.